Welcome back to Grammar Grade 9. This is Unit 12, Lesson 93, and today we're building something every writer needs: reliable spelling. We'll cover 3 friendly rules: the famous I before E rhyme, what to do with a silent E when you add an ending, and how words that end in Y behave. None of them are hard once you see the pattern. Let's dig in. Here's the shape of today's lesson. Spelling can feel like a pile of exceptions, but 3 small rules cover most of what you write. First, the famous I before E rule for words like believe and receive. Second, dropping or keeping a silent E when you add an ending. And third, changing Y to I in words that end in Y. Learn these 3 and a huge share of everyday spelling suddenly makes sense. Let's take them one at a time. Let's start with the one you've probably heard as a rhyme: I before E except after C, or when sounded like A, as in neighbor and way. 3 cases live inside that line. Take believe, a plain I before E, the normal case. Now receive. Here the E comes before the I because it follows the letter C. And way, the E comes first again because the 2 vowels sound like a long A. Same rhyme, 3 situations. Say it a few times and it'll stick for life. Now, every good rule has its rebels, and the I before E rhyme is no exception. A handful of common words simply break it, and you just have to know them. Seize, weird, either. Each one puts the E before the I, even though no C is in sight. And here's a sneaky one: science. After C, you'd expect EI, but science keeps I before E even after C, because the 2 vowels land in separate syllables. Don't fight these. Just memorize the outlaws and move on. On to silent E. When a word ends in a silent E and you add an ending that begins with a vowel, you drop the E. Take hope. Add the vowel starting ending ing and the E falls away. Hoping, no E in the middle. Same with excite. Add able and you get excitable, again losing the E. The logic is simple. The ending already brings its own vowel, so the silent E isn't needed anymore. Vowel ending, drop the silent E. Now flip it. When the ending begins with a consonant, you keep the silent E. Hope plus full keeps its E, hopeful. Move plus meant keeps its E too, movement. Because the ending starts with a consonant, the E stays right where it is. There's one special case worth knowing. When a word ends in CE or GE, keep the E even before an ending like OUS, so the C or G stays soft. That's why courage becomes courageous. The E protects that soft G sound. Keep the E, keep the softness. Last rule. When a word ends in Y, look at the letter just before the Y. If a consonant comes before it, change the Y to I when you add an ending. Happy ends in a consonant plus Y, so happy plus ness becomes happiness. The Y turns into I. But if a vowel comes before the Y, keep the Y. Play ends in a vowel plus Y, so play plus ed stays played. The Y holds on. And one reliable shortcut. Before the ending ing, always keep the Y, no matter what. That's why cry becomes crying, not crying. Look before the Y and you'll know what to do. Before we practice, here's a 3-step check you can run on almost any word. 1. Is it an IE word? Then remember I before E except after C, or when sounded like A. 2. Are you adding an ending to a silent E word? If the ending starts with a vowel, drop the E. If it starts with a consonant, keep it. 3. Does the word end in Y after a consonant? Then change the Y to I. And never forget the little safety rule. Always keep the Y before ing. Run through those and most spellings will fall right into place. Let's try some. Time to practice. In this first set, I'll give you a word with a missing piece, and you fill it in using our spelling rules. Look closely at the letters around the blank. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Believe. B-E-L, then I-E or E-I. There's no C in front and no long A sound, so we use plain I before E. The answer is I-E. Seize. This one looks like it should follow the rule, but seize is one of those rebels we met. It takes E before I. The answer is E-I. Hope plus ing. The ending starts with a vowel, so the silent E drops away. That gives us hoping, spelled H-O-P-I-N-G, with no E. The answer is hoping. Great start. This second set mixes keeping the silent E with our Y to I rule. Same routine. Study the word, decide what belongs, and pause before I reveal each answer. Hope plus full. This time the ending starts with a consonant, f, so we keep the silent E. That gives us hopeful, with the E still in place. The answer is hopeful. Happy plus ness. A consonant sits right before the Y, so we change the Y to I before adding the ending. That gives us happiness. The answer is happiness. Cry plus ing. Here's our safety rule in action. Before the ending ing, we always keep the Y. So cry becomes crying, Y and all. The answer is crying. Let's gather up today's spelling toolkit. First, the rhyme. I before E except after C, or when sounded like A. And keep a short list of exceptions like C's and weird in your back pocket. Second, silent E. When you add an ending, drop the E if the ending starts with a vowel, and keep the E if it starts with a consonant. And third, words ending in Y. If a consonant comes before the Y, change it to I. But always, always keep the Y before ing. Practice these on the words you write every day, and good spelling stops being guesswork. Nicely done. I'll see you in the next lesson.